तो तेरे पास जो रेट आए थे वो जो सीसी में वो टैली हो रहे हैं?
उसका है नहीं, हमको मिल जाएगी।
हाँ तो खुद लिख दे। ये सबसे छोटा तो आया नहीं है, तो ये वाला मिल गई तो खुद लिख।
एक मिनट सर।
हाँ, कैन यू हियर?
हाँ, आई कैन हियर यू, जस्ट अ मिनट। एक
ओके,
मिनट।
नो प्रॉब्लम, आई ऑल्सो नीड ए मिनट, गिव मी 2 मिनट, मिनट ऑल्सो। ये भाभी को
यस
दस
यस
देते हैं,
यस।
नो डाउट। सर को बताओ।
बताएंगे तो तुमको नंबर ऑफ वीडियो चला गए।
अभी अवेलेबल है, चार
अरे
बजे
वो
का और बोलो।
क्या का उसमें ये बन रहा है, आईटी वाला कोई दिखे नहीं।
4 से 5.5
तो कल 10:30 जो भी अवेलेबल है। ओके।
रिकॉर्ड है। इतना पैसे खराब है।
चलेगा। ठीक है, निकल अभी करा रहे। तो मैं क्या करूँ, तूने लेट आया।
इधर इधर बोला।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, यहाँ पर।
देखिए ये ऊपर क्यों दिख रहा है? व्हाट्सएप पे देखो। ये जो लिस्ट है हम, हाँ, तो कैसे रख सकते हैं? ठीक है, चलिए मैं यहीं तो कर लेता हूँ। यस सर, कैन वी स्टार्ट?
या आई एम रेडी, यू टेल मी।
ओके सर। सर, please, what is your first reaction on the India-UK trade agreement which has been happened today, and how it will help Indian economy?
See, I am quite surprised. I knew this government is very fast because I had the sort of good fortune to be with the Honorable Commerce and Industry Minister just last week, same time, same Tuesday, and we were having a discussion along with the Trade Minister of UK also, and we all thought that this is still in the pipelines, and of course consultations were going on with industry, a lot of discussions were going on, but I never had expected that this will be done too. And I think honestly, this is a very good template because the big thing in the room is the USA treaty and the Europe treaty. Now, this gives the template for both these treaties. And we are now at a very auspicious time, I use the word, because what started on 2nd April from USA has changed the way the world will now do business. There is a trade shift happening. And a lot of people are wanting to move their plans for untrustworthy countries to trustworthy countries. And I think India is today in the trustworthy bracket. And I think if you ask me, a treaty with USA, UK, and Europe puts us in that good sweet spot where we can manufacture for these blocks. And imagine that if we are able to manufacture for these three big markets, of course, Australia is done, and I do expect GCC also, Dubai is done, but others also. Then we are talking of the major consuming nations having a free trade treaty with India. And just imagine how it changes the whole shift. Why do you think countries like Vietnam became so sort of the manufacturing destinations, or Thailand? Their governments, before our governments, were good enough to get basically these tariff concessions. So if we are able to sign these deals, it will help us. Second, please appreciate that this deal is a more comprehensive agreement. It is not only talking of manufactured goods, it is also talking of services. It is also talking of mobility. And I think for the first time, there is some mention in this agreement of some 3 year phase wherein the social security benefits on both sides would not be what I call double taken. So there is a benefit, what they call double contribution convention. So that means if an Indian company gets temporary people from India for a few years, they don't have to pay their social security in UK. Now imagine what this opens up for what what we call the whole class of people who are shifting there, especially in IT industry, financial sector. Big jobs opportunities are there. So I think what our young people want, they have an aspiration of being abroad. I think this will working abroad. This treaty definitely meets that. So in essence, a lot of people think these treaties are for the big guys. No, actually, if you see the fine prints, this treaty it will benefit the farmer, and because his product will get value addition. His mango can be made into a drink and sold, or his makhana can be packed and sold at a lower, or his wheat can be converted to biscuit and sold. Similarly, it will help the fishery people. It will help The laborers, because it will create more manufacturing jobs. We need more manufacturing jobs, especially in our manufacturing cluster. It will aid our aspirational middle class who want to join a bank abroad or join IT services abroad. So overall, if you see this whole treaty will change way of life for a lot of people. So I think it is a very good way side, and I think it is very good. It is happening now because when we are working on the Viksit Bharat agenda, which our Prime Minister has laid, we have to be very clear that we have to now work with a vision of ensuring that our per capita income doubles. And what is the way to increase per capita income? This is the way. More jobs, more meaningful jobs, more manufacturing. So in overall, I would give this treaty what I call. I'm very happy that this treaty has happened, and I'm absolutely sure now UK, Europe, and USA also will happen, and we will be part of this big trade bloc.
So, sir, in the time of this global economic crisis and also a crisis looming at our frontiers, how do you see this happening right now? Because everywhere there are trade problems, conflicts are there, and we are also in mid of a conflict.
Yeah, there are two conflicts. The military conflict, if you ask me, I don't want to mistake what this. These are two separate issues. What is happening at the borders, our Prime Minister and this team have clearly announced our view. And I think a common man on the street, including me, feels that, some actions have to be taken to protect our security and our sovereignty. That's a separate story. But I think today's world is not about those warfare. Today we are also talking of the trade warfare. I think the world is now different. Earlier, wars were only fought with let us say, missiles and machine guns. Today, wars are also fought in trade. So, as you have said, in 2nd April, we saw a new era of this war. In fact, somebody said this is a world economic war started. So, I think in this, the fact that when the whole world was talking of imposing tariffs on each other, two big nations, India and UK, coming together and saying, nahi, nahi, humko to we will, on the contrary, have synergies, will come together and sign a trade agreement. I think this is a template for the whole world. Why fight? Why not come together, sign agreements like this so that we can both mutually gain? So this is definitely a template for India, but I think a template for other developing nations like India also. We also should sign similar treaties with UK, USA, Europe. So I think if you ask me, this is actually a game changer in this whole trade thing. And I honestly believe that in today's global world, today, see, we all see, for example, we eat porridge. Now, porridge comes from abroad. Similarly, our pickles go abroad. Kimchi comes from Korea. Today, people are quite globalized. And consumers want, what I call global products, global alcohol, global food, global footwear, global clothes. So I think the whole idea of having treaties like this actually aid in the consumerism. That's what people want. People want to live a better life. They want to work more and just earn more. So I think this is the way this will happen. And I somehow believe that the clause which is very important in this treaty, if you see the fine print, is that not only the trade issues, even the non-tariff barriers, which sometimes come in the way of manufacturing exports, have been sort of taken care of in the agreement. That there are a lot of barriers which come, for example, in food, there are some MRL issues or some other issues which maybe many times come in the way of exports. So the treaty is also taking care of that. Treaty is also talking of, what I call a faster mobility or what I call transfer of people like yoga chefs. Now those are experts, yoga teachers. So I think this is also very positive. So overall, I'm saying this will change the whole way we do business. Of course, UK is a small trading partner, but definitely this will also ensure that other trading partners also quickly line up for similar treaties with India.
So you are saying in a way that now China plus one become more strengthened, or India is moving towards becoming a major force in manufacturing globally.
See, we lost the manufacturing game, to be very honest with you. We lost it partly because of industry not being competitive, partly because our own industry never looked at global. I will not be able to blame only the government for it. We were very inward looking. We wanted jugaad to happen. ये हाँ कुछ भी करके बना देंगे. Now that is not something which global people want. People want quality. They want volume. They want dependability. एक फोन करेंगे माल आ जाएगा. Plus, then we talk of the government policies, center, state. There are the ease of doing business issues, high cost of transportation, logistics, cost of doing business. So all that has removed us from the whole manufacturing global game. Let us be honest. Small countries like Vietnam have higher exports on many, many items. So now, in those countries, they signed treaties with countries where they got benefits. We signed treaties with non-synergistic countries like Thailand. What we did? We killed our air conditioner industry. We killed our durable industry. I definitely believe there is no point signing treaty with Bangladesh. From Bangladesh, we are getting free products. Why? So I think we should sign treaties with countries like UK, Australia, which we have done, UAE, which we have done, GCC, which we are looking, USA, which we are looking, Europe, which we are looking. This is the right way in my mind. And I definitely believe, coupled with not only the treaties, coupled with the ease of doing business, the cost of business coming down, the logistock coming down, the government giving a lot of schemes for manufacturing, the PLIs. So you have to see the whole package. Nobody can see only the FTA is going to make us a manufacturing destination and some country will be replaced by us. No, I think the whole package is people will now try CSK. India is a serious contender for putting up a plant. So I'm not talking of businessmen. I would definitely say, chalo, how do I now get my goods into UK? Good, I'll do it. But more importantly, parties in UK would be coming to me and say, Mr. Kambata, in joint venture, let us put up this big biscuit plant. Let us forget 2-3 tons. We'll put a 50-ton a day plant and we'll manufacture biscuit for the world. I see such options happening. Big FDI coming in, big FII coming in for new generation, big, huge plants in every sector. And that is what India needs today. It will create employment opportunities. It will create opportunities for our farmers. It will create opportunities for everybody.
Sir, thank you very much for talking to PTI. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. My pleasure being here. My pleasure. You want a Hindi also, or you're okay with English?
You can describe one question in Hindi also, sir. How do you?
My Hindi is quite fluent. If you want to ask me Hindi also,
तो आप
I
इसको
don't mind.
कैसे
My Hindi
देखते
is
हैं
quite
सर?
fluent.
यूके के साथ इस ट्रीटी को किस तरह से देखते हैं?
ये जो ट्रीटी एक बड़े ऑस्पिशियस ओकेजन पे आया हुआ है. ये काफी लोग बोलते हैं जो ट्रेड वॉर चालू हो गया वो इनऑस्पिशियस है. मैं कहता हूँ बड़ा ऑस्पिशियस है, बिकॉज इंडिया के लिए एक ये नए डोर्स खोलता है, द्वार खोलता है, क्योंकि आज वर्ल्ड एक रियलाइन हो रहा है और हर कंट्री सोच रहा है एक डिपेंडेबल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पार्टनर हो जिसको हम ट्रस्ट कर सके. तो आज इंडिया वो बनने जा रहा है और काफी लोग अब इंडिया में अपने प्लांट लगाने जा रहे हैं. तो आज गवर्नमेंट ने जो ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस किया है, कॉस्ट ऑफ बिजनेस कम आ रहा है, जो काफी स्टेट लेवल पे, काफी सेंट्रल लेवल पे काफी बेनिफिट इंडस्ट्री को दिए, फॉर एग्जांपल PLI. अब इसको आप कपल कर दो, ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ हमारा ट्रीटी हो गया, GCC के साथ हो गया, UAE के साथ हुआ, GCC होने वाला है, आज UK का जो अनाउंसमेंट हुआ है, अब UAE बेस पे मेरा होप है यूरोप भी हो जाए, अमेरिका भी हो जाए. तो अभी आप ये सब मिला के आप देखोगे तो इंडिया में बड़े बड़े मैन्युफैक्चरिंग उद्योग लग सकते हैं और उसका सीधा फायदा अपने फार्मर को मिलेगा. उससे वैल्यू एडेड प्रोडक्ट जाएंगे, उसको अपने क्रॉप का दुगना प्राइस मिलेगा, हैंडीक्राफ्ट को मिलेगा, टेक्सटाइल को मिलेगा. इसका फायदा पूरी फाइनेंशियल सेक्टर को मिलेगा, क्योंकि ये जो ट्रीटी है इसमें एक यूनिक बात की है कि भैया कैसे अगर मोबिलिटी में आदमी 2-3 साल के लिए अगर UK जाए तो कैसे एक वो जो डबल कंट्रीब्यूशन कन्वेंशन साइन किया है जिससे वो जो सोशल बेनिफिट वहां का नहीं लगाना पड़े, तो उससे कॉस्ट ऑफ वर्किंग फॉर पीपल देयर कम हो सकता है. तो इससे कारण ज्यादा एम्प्लॉयमेंट क्रिएट हो सकता है. वो इंडिया के जो यंग यूथ है जिसको एस्पिरेशन है फॉरेन जाके काम करने का, बड़ा पॉजिटिव एस्पिरेशन है, उसमें भी फायदा मिलेगा. वहां UK में तो बैंक के तो हेडक्वार्टर है और UK में IT की बहुत जरूरत है. तो ये सब आई थिंक नए नए डोर्स ओपन हो रहे हैं इंडिया के लिए, और मैं इसीलिए प्राइम मिनिस्टर और कॉमर्स इंडस्ट्री मिनिस्टर को कॉम्प्लीमेंट करना चाहूंगा. राइट टाइम पे इन्होंने ये राइट ट्रीटी किया है और मेरा मानना है अभी यूरोप और USA को भी इमीडिएटली ट्रीटी हो जानी चाहिए.
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर. थैंक यू फॉर टॉकिंग टू PTI.
थैंक यू.